everybody. My name is Vera and I am the founder of the IncubatorZW Hub. We've collaborated with Connected Sahara in light of the COVID-19 outbreak. And what we've decided to do is to have a very interesting discussion amongst creatives to talk about how this outbreak, how this pandemic is affecting the creative industry. As you already know, the creative industry is a very social industry. It means that we need to physically be with people in some circumstances. But now, given that we have this outbreak that requires social distancing, isolation, it means that a lot of creatives have had to cancel their events. So what we've decided to do is we've asked creators from all over the world, all over the country, all over Africa, Europe. We've just asked them to give us their input on what they're doing as creatives to change things. What are they doing to kind of deal with this whole situation? We want you to join in the discussion, follow the conversation, comment in the comment section. And also, if you'd like to send through your videos, please feel free to do so through IncubatorZW. We're tagged in this video, and also through Connected Sahara. They're also tagged in this video. So thank you so much, and let's listen to this discussion. Let's find solutions, and let's stay safe. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tina Krüger from Mozambique. I am the co-founder of Empty Room Art, an arts hub and cultural space in Mozambique. Right now, here in Maputo, we are more and more feeling the effects of the coronavirus situation as cultural events and galleries in our spaces are closing down their activities. So for us as creatives, one of the ways we found of dealing with this is that now we are organizing a series of online residencies, a shop program, where we'll be asking ourselves and other artists of the community to share, short experiences of their practices or workshops, so that all of us can stay active in our creative practices during this time.
Hello, I'm Lucy, and I work for SITSAS as operation manager of Space Abidjan, which is an entrepreneurial hub. We provide a desk and organize event and training related to the entrepreneurial ecosystem in Ivory Coast. Right now we decide to close for the next 2 weeks because of Corona. And in Ivory Coast we are seeing a major event being cancelled because of Corona, as you know. And someone will say everything can be done online via platform like Facebook, like YouTube, or I don't know, but will it have the same reward? I don't think so. I think it's a whole system that we have to rethink, and it's not an easy thing to do. And right now we have to stay safe at home and respect the prevention measure.
Hi everybody, my name is Leah Masika. I am a fashion designer from Namibia, and I am the head creative and owner of a company called Le Mode Fashions. Le Mode Fashions has 3 phases of business, which we do fashion design, retail consulting, and fashion content creation. So ever since the pandemic hit, it's been really difficult to conduct business. My country is turning 30 on the 21st of March, and our independence celebration has been cancelled. So as you can imagine, a lot of artists, a lot of creatives have lost business just in the short space of time. And currently we're all being advised to isolate ourselves and sort of stay indoors to, keep us from contracting the virus, which is a smart move on our government side, so that's what we're all doing. I'm now working on the online end of my business, just to see how far I can get with that, because essentially, for the most part, it seems like most of this year is going to be an online business type of space. It's what we're going to have to do to kind of keep our businesses afloat or keep on moving in a sense. So yeah, I just want to advise everybody out there to stay positive. think of this as time being given back to us and not actually being taken from us, and work on whatever it is that you haven't been able to work on in a very long time, and see how far you can get with projects. Hey Robin! And spend time with family.
What you doing?
I'm working. Alright, stay safe everybody.
Hi, my name is Lorella Joey. I'm the founder of Filmic Media, an independent production company based in Nairobi, Kenya, and also Filmlink Africa, an online networking platform for filmmakers and the creative industry in Africa and around the world. These times are hard times. This global pandemic of the coronavirus has also hit us hard here in Africa, and so we are taking precaution, and as much as we are trying our best, in the creative sector, our role, I think, two things: educating and entertaining. How do we entertain? People are now at home, people are watching content, that is good. How do we educate? Sharing information, authentic information for that matter, that people can watch and read. The creative sector in Kenya has also been hard hit. Advertisers are cutting back on their budgets, musicians and artists cancelling events, and all these things. Also actors, filmmakers, crew, jobs are, slowly, people are wrapping up, people are going down, and so it doesn't mean that we all go down. We will rise again, and so we keep hope, and we hope that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jessica. I'm the owner and creative director of Euphoria Event Planning and Management. I'm into event design and setup, so my business actually happens at a location, at a physical location. We've been hit hard by the coronavirus, and I've seen my first quarter events cancel. Now my second quarter events are in jeopardy. The planning aspect of my business, I can maybe take it online, but even if I do it that online and the customer ends up canceling the event, then that does not help me. So the damage to our industry is irreversible at this moment. And I just realized there's a petition that's being signed right now for the government maybe to step in and help us, because I don't know how else we're going to recover from this. And I have a lot of friends that are in the events industry, people that I'm in touch with in Holland who do flowers, and it's just devastating. So maybe it's time to think, how else can we, but honestly, how else can we do events? We are in the business of social gatherings, so how else can we do it? So I pray everyone is safe and this all blows over, and but most importantly, stay safe out there.
Hey guys, I hope everybody's well. My name's REID. I'm a designer based here in the UK, and I'm head of design at an arts organisation called MANHIÇA, whose role is to reimagine what the role of artists are living and working within cities. I'm also founding director of a design research studio called Kyondo, which helps to embed citizens in design and urban regeneration. Please mind me also whilst I wrestle with my son and I keep him occupied, because in the UK, pretty much everyone has been advised to self-isolate, and nurseries and schools have essentially been advised to shut down operation. So all the kids are back home with their parents. There's been a lot that's been happening, some of it positive, some of it negative, but for a lot of people it seems like a really bad episode of Dark Mirror that's happening on a global scale. What it's meant for freelancers and the creative industries here is that we've kind of been hit first and hit hardest by all the closures, all the loss of work, all the cancellations, and we've also been the guys that have been kind of the first to respond with solutions. So in MANHIÇA we set up an artist fund, which at the moment has crowdfunded about £4,000 to give 20 artists a £200 grant to support loss of earnings or any kind of bills or any kind of things they need to kind of keep themselves afloat during this time. In Kyondo, we have a research lab called Portable Land, which explores taking over land and repurposing and reusing land for more purposeful uses. And we've started developing some DIY grow kits that we're looking to deploy to families living in the UK so that they can grow food at home?
Hi, I'm Andra, and actually, I'm doing a switch between the non-governmental sector and yet to be determined. So actually, this time is a very interesting time. I don't know. I have a lot of creative friends in the Netherlands where I live, but also worldwide. Um, for my friends in the Netherlands who are in the creative scene, either a musician or a photographer, or even people who just organize events, it's a very trying time. And I see some of them flourishing. I see some of them seeing it as an opportunity, and that inspires me. But I also see a lot of insecurity, even though I think for the creative scene, it's always been very insecure. There's not always a safety net. Obviously, in the Netherlands, we do have a lot of social safety nets, but still, I think it's not only touching the creative sector, but also many other sectors. So that's what is making it a worldwide crisis and a worldwide problem. But yeah, I really hope we get out of it much stronger and hopefully wiser. And yeah, big shout out to everybody who keeps doing what they're doing.
Hi everybody, my name is Jackie May. I live in Cape Town. I'm the founding editor of Twig, a digital platform that promotes sustainability and circular design. We're absolutely devastated to see what's happening to our community of designers and fashion designers and makers and artists. And we've put out a petition, and which we'll be delivering to government today, asking for wage subsidies. I don't think that businesses are going to survive without government help. It's happening around the world, so we hope that South Africa follows suit. But besides that, I think this is a really powerful time to do some deep thinking about what it is that we do and what it is that we make. Is it something people really need? If you're making something, are you making something that people will treasure and will want to part with their money for? At Twig, we're asking questions. Do people want this tweet? Do they want this Instagram? Do they want this story? What is it that people want and really need? I think more need than want. The time for excessive consumption is over, and there's going to be a major shift. So I don't know how long this is going to last, but I wish you all well. I wish you and your families good health, and be in touch, and let's share and communicate and see where we come out and with what great ideas. Good luck, and see you on the other side.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Adrian Mankachipindi, the Director National Council of Zambia. I think the coronavirus, the COVID-19, is the wake-up call to the creative sector, particularly in the area of the future of work, that we should not always assume that to work in a space where things are guaranteed, and that there's always be something that will come and disrupt us. So we should be able to adapt and move quickly. I also think that in the wake of the coronavirus, some of the creative sectors have been affected. They're being seen as they're not an important aspect of it. And I feel that like here in Zambia, a lot of events have been cancelled and stuff like that. I think it's very important that creatives probably restate our relevance in a space where the world is operating in a different way. So we need to maybe be a bit more forceful, be a bit more flexible in engaging the community, be it the digital space or other different ways. Because I strongly believe that even with this isolation, even with this sort of lockdown, there's a stronger space for the creatives to do their work, and I think it's very interesting. So I hope that we'll learn more and we'll come together and we'll come out of this a bit more strongly. And most importantly, it's time to prepare and be sure that we'll be ready when the world comes out again. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Abdurrahman Abdullahi. I'm a stage actor of Swahili Potter, a CBO based in Mombasa that nurtures talent of the techies and the artists. Talking of the coronavirus affecting the creative industry, it has not only affected it in a negative way, but also in a positive way. Negative, we've had cancellations of concerts, film shootings, conferences, etc., etc. And we all know that it might be one form or the other of us artists getting the food on the table. In the positive way, at least it's time for us to giving back to the community, using our own form of artists to spread awareness on the dangers of the coronavirus. Nevertheless, we have also been reminded to go digital. I know that some of us have not yet gotten to know of the digital platforms that are available to us that we can use to market our art. So I think it's a good chance for us to dig into the resources that are available that we can use to improve our art. So thank you.
Hi, my name is Sam Omindo. I'm the creative director of a menswear fashion brand called Gentile. We're all about trying to help men re-identify with their rich Kenyan cultural heritage by combining bold prints and patterns with a contemporary vibe. As far as my take on the coronavirus impact on the creative sector, I'd say it's largely twofold. One, positive in the sense that more and more Kenyans or Africans will start looking inwards for local solutions. So I anticipate that more fashion brands and more artisans will start getting work as importation and exportation becomes more of a logistical nightmare. The disadvantage of the coronavirus, however, has to do with the fact that more artisans will essentially lose work in the interim and more businesses will essentially close as we try to curb the spread of the virus. But I foresee a better opportunity for those who choose to manufacture locally in Kenya, for example. Yeah, so thanks. Bye.
Hello, my name is Jessica MANHIÇA and I am the manager of IncubatorZW Hub, which is a business development accelerator in Mozambique. Speaking of this, the effects of this pandemic that's out there, I choose to see it from the positive side, which is it's given us actually a chance to reevaluate how are we as creatives underusing the digital space. When I say underusing is, yes, we're on social media, but are we actually leveraging from social media or we're just there because everybody's there? So as creatives, how are we leveraging from our networks, online networks? And second, when it comes to partnerships, now as creatives is the chance we have to actually be more intentional when it comes to matching synergies with other people, because I know that it's easy for us to get like stuck in our own creative ways in our own sector and partnering with other creatives, yes, but now is the time to bring the digital tech people into the conversation and getting them as partners for us not to be limited when things like this happen. And not only, it's a chance for us to reach a wider audience, a wider market, to take our work out there in very innovative ways. So yes, it has affected us in ways that everybody's working from home, nobody can go anywhere, there's no mobility whatsoever. But there's also a chance for us to start this conversation. How can we leverage from partnerships with people in different industries? So I believe that's the biggest takeaway in terms of what are the effects of this coronavirus out there. And my people, stay safe. Much love.
Hi everybody, my name is Radia and I'm from Zambia. I work for Bongo Hive / Social Enterprise Academy. Bongo Hive is a tech and innovation hub, and we offer learning and development and support for startups. Social Enterprise Academy is the same thing, but for social enterprises, we try to help move them from, grandpreneurs into sustainable businesses. And we're also supporters of creatives. We recently run a creative enterprise program across 3 countries, Zambia, Malawi, and Mozambique. I'll start from saying I'm working from home right now. All of us are working from home since the pandemic started, and we're still very productive. And this is because Bongo Hive put measures in place. There was a lot of groundwork that was laid in order for us to remain productive even in a time such as this. But I think what we've realized is, we didn't put measures in place, first of all, to be able to continually support our learners when we can't interact with them face to face. And I think this has been such a wake-up call. We have been thinking of, virtual trainings and, webinars maybe, but have never gotten down to it. And this has really woken us up, and now we are thinking of ways of how we can make that happen. Another thing we've then gotten to learn, especially from somebody that creates this learning content, like I create curriculum for the learners, is that we haven't really put a lot of content that emphasizes on embracing digital platforms. How can you remain productive? What sort of technology can you incorporate in your creative business? And we're now sitting down again to think, okay, great, we know how to do this, but how can we best transfer this knowledge to our learners? So even if there's this whole pandemic going on, I am so excited for the future of work, because I think the way we're going to work from now on is very differently. And I'm hoping we'll be able to incorporate all this technology that's around us into the way we do things. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Gray. I'm a filmmaker from Lagos, Nigeria. And since the rise of the coronavirus, it's been hectic for us filmmakers to work. Companies are shutting down. Religious places are shutting down. I'm currently working on a documentary, and sometimes you have to get equipment from some of these companies, and they are shutting down because you have to be in your house and you have to stay safe in some certain places. So it's been pretty difficult for us creative, and filmmaking is a collaborative effort. You need people, my sound man, my light man, the production manager. And of course, you can be more than 50 in a certain place at a certain time. So it's difficult for us filmmakers. And for other creatives, it's been pretty difficult. Movement has been restricted to some certain places. And I don't know, I think if the virus is not curbed in the future, in some few months' time, it's going to restrict us creative to go around to do our job. It's been really difficult in Lagos, and we hope and pray this whole virus gets the vaccine to get the cure. Thank you.
My name is David Bashir. I'm from Mozambique. I'm visual artist, photographer, and filmmaker. I'm founder of Bashir Design Multimedia company here in Maputo. Now we're having a tough time because we can't do our work. Our job, everything is being cancelled. As a filmmaker, or I like to write a story about people, now I cannot connect with those people because of coronavirus. So all the residents, all the things now is being cancelled in Mozambique, outside in Europe. It's so bad this time to survive and to support life now. But when you look another way, the history, it's good for the environment, because now this time is less pollution for the nature.
Hi, I'm Noreen Makasawe, founder of the Radical Leap Company. We help SMEs in Europe, Middle East and Africa and Asia Pacific launch, grow and expand, and we do that through strategy, technology and trade diplomacy, which looks at market expansion services and opportunities for investment. So what does the future of work look like now in the wake of the coronavirus pandemic, travel restrictions, lockdowns, people having to work from home? What this virus has done is highlighted to just about every sector, industry, governments, businesses, just how unprepared most businesses are. The future of work has been changing for years, long before this virus came into play. This virus has just unveiled it. And now everybody's being forced to look at how they work, where they work, how they do business, how they deliver their solutions, products, services. And if you look at the creative sector, for example, the creative industry, they're being forced to look at systems, processes, things that they haven't put in place, technologies. And that's just one thing. There's so much to unpack about this subject.
Hello, my name is Spongileta Silapiri. I am the founder of a performing arts company called Afropolitan Theatre Company. A lot of our work is human-centered, so we do require people to come to a shared space to work and collaborate and present theatrical pieces or even group workshops or even one-on-one workshops. As a result of the new world order where we're now being forced into a space of social distancing or physical distancing, it's kind of like, what now? I have had to think more critically and more creatively about the content that I'm putting out as a result of this even, and dig deep. Because of what is happening right now, being such a collective global experience, I find that even my research and even my ears are more attuned to what is going on around the world and how I can use that as a mode of inspiration to fuel my work. I also don't have time to put out perfect works, and so the element of ego has been stripped down, and so I'm now also putting out process work and unfinished works and getting people to critique that. So I recently started an IGTV series called Heart Spaces, where I will be putting out a lot of my works. I hope you can check it out, and your feedback would be much appreciated. But I think, because we're in a time where what is relevant is really being questioned, we are needing to confirm our relevance as artists and confirm that the work we do does not just end with ourselves, but it goes beyond. And I think that therein lies the desire to collaborate and reach out more. So, while I'm in a space of limbo and trying to figure out what now, I am very, very hopeful.